Today I want to talk about something that doesn't get said enough, but it affects everything in your life. Who has access to you? Because whether you realize it or not, your greatest power isn't your talent, your work, or your personality. It's access. Who gets your time? Who gets your energy? Who gets to hear your thoughts, your doubts, your dreams, your bad days, your good news? And most of us give that away way too easily. If you're anything like me, you were taught that being a good person meant being available, being kind, being understanding, giving people chances, not wanting to disappoint anyone. So you answer the text even when you're tired, you pick up the phone even when you don't have the capacity. You explain yourself to people who haven't earned an explanation. You let people have an opinion about your life just because they've always been there. And over time, it drains you, not all at once, but quietly. You start feeling tired in ways that sleep doesn't fix. You feel overstimulated, overwhelmed, on edge. You don't feel like yourself, but you just can't pinpoint why. And a lot of times, it's not because you're doing too much, it's because too many people have access to you. Removing access isn't punishment, it's protection. It's not about cutting people off aggressively or making some dramatic statement. It's about being honest with yourself about what you can actually hold. Because not everyone who wants access to you should have it. And not everyone who had access to you for one season gets to keep it forever. People change, you change, your capacity changes. Some people were meant for the version of you that needed advice every day. And some people were meant for the version of you that was still figuring it out. But as you grow, your needs shift. And if you don't update who has access to you, you end up shrinking yourself to maintain connections that no longer fit. This is where it gets uncomfortable because removing access doesn't always mean that someone did something wrong. Sometimes it just means that they don't feel safe anymore, or they don't respect your boundaries, or they drain you without realizing it, or they keep you stuck in an old version of yourself. And you don't need a big reason to step back. Feeling heavy after interacting with someone is a reason. Feeling tense before responding to them is a reason. Feeling like you have to explain yourself constantly is a reason. Your body knows before your brain catches up. Protecting your energy doesn't mean you stop being kind. It means you become more intentional. It means you stop letting everyone into the inner rooms of your life. It means some people get hallway access, some people get occasional updates, and a very small number get full access. That's healthy. We don't talk about how much peace comes from not oversharing, from not explaining every decision, from not inviting commentary on things that are still forming. Not everything needs an audience, and not everyone needs context. And when you remove access, something interesting happens. You get quieter. You start hearing yourself again. Your decisions feel steadier. Your emotions regulate faster. You stop feeling pulled in 100 directions. And the people who care about you, they don't demand access. They respect your boundaries. They don't guilt you for needing space. They don't make your growth about them. That's how you know. And I think a lot of us stay over-accessible because we're afraid. Afraid of being misunderstood, afraid of being seen as distant, afraid of losing people. But the truth is, the people you lose when you protect your energy were benefiting from you not having boundaries. And that is not your responsibility to maintain. You're allowed to change how available you are. You're allowed to respond slower. You're allowed to say no without explaining. You're allowed to keep parts of your life private. And that doesn't make you selfish. It makes you self-aware. Because when you give everyone access, you dilute yourself. And when you protect it, you become more present for the people who actually matter. So if you've been feeling off lately, I want you to ask yourself this honestly. Who has access to me right now that maybe shouldn't? Who am I explaining myself to that hasn't earned it? Who do I feel drained by? Not because they're bad, but because I just don't have room. That awareness alone changes things. It's bold to remove access. Removing access isn't about closing your heart. It's about choosing where it opens. And that choice, to protect yourself, that's one of the boldest things you could ever do. And it's one of the most powerful choices you can ever make. This is day 70 out of 100 bold. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. And remember, to act bold, you need to be kid brave again.